In this video, I'm going to show you how to create video graphics using Canva. So I am using the Canva app on my iPad. There may or may not be a few more features on the website version of Canva. However, you can do a lot with the app and the free version of this app.
Now I can use the Canva app to create words going across the screen within my video. However, within iMovie there is an option to do so, and that's what I want to use today, because there are effects that I could get within iMovie that I can't get within the free version of Canva, right? So to add text, click on title and then I like the pop-up effect, so I'm going to select that, and I can change the font here, and I can change the color to match my top here, and then lastly I make it run for the full clip duration. So whatever the size of clip that you select to add the titles to is how long the words would be popped up on the screen, right? And then all you have to do is click on the text and click edit and then type.
Are you a procrastinator?
So if you realize, the longer clip is what is giving me the full pop-up effect, which is what I want. So the editing app that I'm using is iMovie, and there are different formats in which you can integrate your video graphics. So there's cutaway, picture-in-picture, split screen, and green screen or blue screen. Split screen is the simplest one, so you can just add a picture or a video straight in to your current video editing timeline. And what you can do is that you could select each one, whether it is the main one, which is the A roll, or the B roll, and then you can center it using the zoom button, so that when it plays, both of them look centered and fully side by side. Okay, so now I'm just going to collect some screenshots of YouTube creators to kind of create like a mini collage, and then I'm going to put those screenshots into Canva, create a video asset, and then bring it back across into the timeline, right? So within Canva, when you want to create video graphics, you first of all select the create design button, and you're going to give it the same dimensions as a YouTube thumbnail, because that is what covers the video with an image. So if we are doing a cutaway to an image that will span the entire video, it will be the same dimensions, right? So in here you have text, so if I wanted to just add in text alone, I can do that, but we're going to add in a full image that's going to cut across the video, right? So you can go in the text option and you can select from add a heading, and then you can change the font from the drop down menu up top, or you can select one of the fancier fonts once it's free, because I'm using the free version, right? Now this is something that I'm putting into the video that I'm currently editing, which is how to start YouTube for procrastinators and perfectionists. So this is one of the main tips that I provide, and because it's about YouTube, I want to put in the YouTube logo, and you can find that by selecting the add elements option, and then you can just search YouTube. You could refine the search and click on the graphics tab if it is you just literally want that type of elements. So if you wanted like a picture, if you wanted like a vector image, or if you wanted even videos, you can refine your search that way. And I can put this wherever I want. I could position it behind the text, I could twist it, or I could enlarge it, right? What I'm going to do is change the background to black, just so that the colors and the text pop more, so that you can clearly envision when it cuts away to this image what it is I'm trying to say, and be easily digestible. So once you're finished with your video graphic, you just select download and save, and it will save directly to the camera roll if you're operating on like a phone or a tablet. Right, so back in iMovie, I can add the photo as a cutaway. So now I'm going to show you how I'm doing the green screen video graphic effects with the mini collage of YouTube educators within Canva, right? So I'm creating a new design, and we're still going to use the thumbnail template, and I'm going to arrange all of the screenshots of the YouTube educators that I put onto the blank canvas, right? So right now I am just kind of estimating where I am in the video and placing the images around me so as not to block like my face or upper body, right? But what you can do is take a screenshot of the video and then place that as the background, so that you can see exactly where images will fall when it is you incorporate it with using the green screen feature, right? So just to make sure that everything is like in place and where you want it. Right, so it looks like I did a good job at estimating, and now I want to animate the images coming in. So I don't just want them to pop up on the screen, I want them to come in sequence, right? And you can have a lot of different options within the free version of Canva, but to me the most exciting one, or the one that I like the best, is Tumble, and that's the one I'm going to choose because it kind of makes it look a little bit more like eye-catching, right? And the last thing I'm going to do now is change the background to a green, choose not a dark green but a kind of fluorescent green, so that when you place this video graphic now back into the editing software, it's going to key out all the green area and just show the images. Right, so one thing to note, because I animated this, it will now become a video. So it will be downloaded as an MP4 video, and you can add it into the timeline with using the same green screen feature. It will work the same as if it wasn't animated and it was just a plain picture. It will be added the same way into the timeline, right?
If you would like to learn how to create video thumbnails, there's a tutorial in the link up above.
So for when you're creating videos for social media in Canva, you can find within the same element section a lot of call to actions like comment, follow, like, and subscribe. So you may want to think about popping those onto the screen using the same green screen process that I just showed you, instead of always verbally saying a call to action. If you want to be a little bit more passive with that, you can just pop that up on your screen during the duration of the video. So with the picture-in-picture, you are able to add another video on top of the main video, which is the A roll, and it will play as a small rectangular box, and you can position this box anywhere on the screen. So within iMovie, I can put a solid white border around the box, but if you want like a fancier border, you can make one in Canva, right? So all you have to do is search for rectangle in the elements section, and I would narrow it down to graphics, just so that you don't get like actual images of rectangles or boxes. And if you really want to get fancy, you could look for one with like an animated border, so that it's a little bit more appealing, right? So you're gonna place this box in whichever corner that you want it to display on the video. So I usually put mine in the bottom right, and then the background, you will put that as the green, so that you can green screen this video graphic within the editing software. Right, so if you're using editing software that allows you to put like multiple videos overlaid onto the top instead of just one, like in iMovie, then you don't need this extra step. You could just add the green screen with the border box, and then add picture-in-picture in one go. Otherwise, right, what you need to do is you need to add the green screen border box video graphic into the video. Then you need to now export the video, right, and then create a new project with the video or now already integrated into it. It will have the border box graphic, and then you could put the video that you want to overlay as picture in picture and place it where the border boxes appear in, right? So that's a little bit of multiple steps that you have to go through, but if you really want it to look good and you're working with, you know, free apps from your iPhone or your iPad, that is, well, the only way that I know how to do it. And it kind of makes you, you know, be able to differentiate yourself in a nice way, because most people don't do all those fancy things. Maybe only streamers, but I haven't seen that done really on YouTube. So that's how I create video graphics in Canva.
For more helpful tutorials like these, click the video coming up next.